Kiddos, Spud interrupted my lesson with a phone call and it cut us off. So I'm gonna post this as two separate videos, but really it's all one. So Evan also abandoned me now, so I'm all on my own. But we are gonna quickly talk about a sphere today. We gotta finish talking about that and then I'll let you go do your thing for the day, okay? So a sphere, the first, what they wanna know on your page, at the top there's a little table, and I just kind of wrote the same thing here, is they wanna know how many edges, how many faces, and how many vertices a sphere has. So first you have to know what these things are, okay? So an edge on a 3D shape, an edge is anywhere where there is two surfaces that meet and they create a line, okay? So it's not just a point, not a corner, but anywhere where there's a line where two surfaces meet, okay? On a cylinder, this would be considered a surface meeting this surface, okay? So this would be considered, I know you can't see that very well, this is the edge, okay? Then you need to know what a face is. A face is any flat 2D shape, okay? So any flat shape that's on a 3D shape is a face. So let's just look quickly at these shapes. So this square is flat, and that is a face, okay? This is a face, a face, a face, a face, a face. So any flat surface on this cone, any flat 2D shape is a face. Okay, and then you need to know what a vertice is. A vertice is a corner. Okay, so on a cube again, this point is a corner, okay? Corner, corner. On this cone, this point is a corner. All right, so now that you know those three things and what they are, we have to see if we can figure out how many there are of each of those things on a sphere. So if you want to stop the video and go get something that is a sphere, that would be awesome. So go get a ball or use the plasticine that I put in your package. You can use it and just make a ball, because when you can hold it and look at it, it will make much more sense than if you're just trying to figure out by imagining. So if you look at a sphere, it wants to know first how many edges there are. So are there any lines on this sphere where two surfaces meet each other? What do you think? Is it a trick question? If you're saying you can't find an edge on this sphere, you're right. There is no edge. There are 0 edges on a sphere. Okay, so you can put 0 in your chart. And then we need to think about faces. So just a reminder, a face is a flat 2D shape. So 2D shapes are just triangles, circles, squares, things like, well, the shapes that you would know from yours. Okay, so do you see any faces, any flat shapes on this sphere? No, you don't. You were right. There are no faces on here. Some people try to argue that there's one curved face. I disagree. I say there are 0 faces on a sphere. It's all round and there are no flat sides, okay? Then vertices is the same thing. Just a reminder, it's the same thing as a corner, okay? A corner. So any point. And do you see or feel any point or corner on a sphere? Nope, you don't. There are 0 vertices on a sphere. Okay? So, well, that 0 is way smaller than the other ones. That's okay. Okay, so if you fill in your chart, it's as simple as 0 edges, 0 faces, 0 vertices on this shape. And then it wants you to color all the spheres underneath that. Now, I know some of you don't love to color. That's okay. If you want to circle it, give her. That's fine. And then at the bottom, you just have to trace and draw. It's pretty hard to see. So the bottom is you're really just drawing a circle, but it wants you thinking 3D. It's hard to draw something 3D. So it wants you to trace those and draw. And then on this side, it's called Follow My Path. It's kind of like a game. You have to start with this sphere, and then it wants you to color the path of spheres until you get down to the bottom, okay? So it's just practicing finding those spheres, and that's it for math for today. I just want you to do one shape a day, and I will put a lesson on each shape for each day of this week, okay? Maybe I'll do 2 in one day, just so that you have it in case you want it. So I hope you are doing well. If you need me for anything, call me, email me, find me, all right? I miss you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, grade 2.